Hello, and thank you for joining me for this yoga in your comfy space and most likely bed. This is a good, I don't want to really call it a bedtime yoga, but it's a good yoga while you're in bed. So thank you again for joining me as I get situated and comfortable. Maybe you take this time to place pillows and additional blankets that you may not need aside and come into a nice easy pose, which is a nice seated pose. Hands on knees, palms raised up towards the ceiling and the sky. Possibly close your eyes or find yourself in a hazy gaze and come into awareness into this moment. When ready, allow palms up facing as hands go out to sides 3 times. Inhaling as your hands raise, exhaling as your hands fall back down to center. Allowing yourself to come into this moment. Then go ahead and raise your hands up, and we're going to start slowly by falling into a supine twist, which is a nice side body twist. And for each pose today, we'll allow you to take 3 to 5 breaths, nice and slow, focusing on your breath in each pose. And when ready, coming back to center, raising palms to sky and going to the other side. Once again, falling into 3 to 5 breaths within this pose. I want you to find comfort within this flow. Do not worry about the details, just finding breath. Coming back to center. Now bringing right leg extended while you're in bed. Left leg inside. Left foot to inner right thigh. And go ahead and raise the arms and fall forward. Right foot flexed. Remembering to breathe. And then after 3 to 5 breaths, raising up and switching sides, maybe adjusting, possibly windshield wiping the legs, back and forth, left to right. And then when ready, come back into center and extend the left leg, right foot, coming into the inner thigh of the left leg. Raising arms up and falling over, left leg flexed, arms are extended, finding comfort and breathing. After the next exhale, releasing, coming back to center. Bringing both legs into center once again, windshield wiping left to right. Just breathing and finding comfort in this space on the bed. And then coming back to neutral after 3 to 5 of these lovely windshield wipers. Getting comfy, finding space, and coming to your back. And bringing in both legs, knees to chest for some hugging, possibly some rocking left to right. And then go ahead and start in any direction that feels good, putting your palms lightly on the knees, And circling the knees into the chest and away. And then going the other direction when you feel comfortable. Then coming in for a hug. Releasing the right leg, dropping the right leg down to the bed. Left leg extending, foot flexed towards the sky. Hold it in nice and close and breathe. And then bringing that left leg in, right leg in, hugging yourself once again. Releasing and dropping left leg onto the bed. Right leg going towards the sky, foot flexed. Maybe wiggle the toes a bit. Hands wrapped around the backs of your thighs. That foot pushing away from the body. 3 to 5 breaths, then bringing both legs, knees to chest, extending out, fully lengthed onto the bed, getting a nice full body stretch, going ahead, once again, pulling knees into chest, rolling over to one side, coming up into center, flowing into butterfly position, finding yourself in butterfly, which is bringing both legs in, feet, bottoms of feet touching one another. Finding neutrality, finding comfort in butterfly pose. And extend arms away from the body, forward fold in butterfly variation. Getting deeper as you breathe. Keep breathing. And when ready, gently rising back up, releasing out of that forward fold butterfly variation. And going ahead and coming onto all fours. Finding some comfort in all fours. And allowing your forearms to come about in a line under the shoulders and come into a variation of dolphin. Possibly extending out into an upward dog if you may. Finding comfort, adjusting as needed, and remembering to breathe. Possibly twisting towards the left or towards the right to get a deeper stretch, and then falling back into upward dog and rolling back into child's pose. If you'd like to take your child's pose a bit deeper, kind of falling into the middle of your quads, maybe backing up and extending the knees out in either direction and falling deeper, forearms, and then extending arms out. This would be in place of knees falling and finding width, mats apart. And breathe. And gently rising back up to center, neutrality. Taking arms out to sides, palms up, raising hands to ceiling, palms together, coming down as you exhale to chest or heart. Closing eyes for a moment, allowing breath and body to align, then releasing the hands, allowing whichever hand you choose to go towards the back of the bed, other hand outside of the knee, and get another supine twist. And breathe. And coming back to center, neutrality. Taking a breath. Hands, palms rising up towards the sky. And side twist towards the other direction. This may now as well be your right arm towards the back. If you don't have a back of the bed to grab, just guide it behind your body to get that nice deep side twist. And breathe. Then releasing back to center. And let's just do some nice arm circles. Going in and out, out and in. Just to stretch the arms. Remember to breathe. Maybe arching the back, getting a deeper stretch, kind of like a variation of cat-cow. And if comfortable, and you have a panel on the headboard of your bed, go ahead, taking both arms back for a stretch, and then coming forth onto all fours once again, wiggling and wobbling those feet for a nice stretch, and coming in again into a nice seated position. You're going to have legs extended out in front of you. Raise the arms up towards the sky, head may follow, and fall forward. Nice seated forward fold. This is a wonderful stretch, and don't forget to breathe. Possibly raising up a tad bit, then falling back down into a deeper stretch. And then maybe falling and extending out to either side. Then returning back to center and falling into the other side. And coming back to center once more. And then releasing, coming back up. And from here, you can either find yourself going back into a nice easy pose. If you're getting ready to start your day, you might want to end in easy pose, a nice seated pose with legs crossed. But if you're getting ready for bed and going to sleep or a nap, you may want to fall into a nice shavasana. Either or. Stay for a moment and breathe, possibly closing the eyes, allowing your breath and body to align. And breathe. Finding comfort in this moment. Being aware in this time. And just being.